Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the DC Collectibles Batman The New Adventures BATGIRL figure, which actually looks really darn good. I'm super happy to show you this. We're going to get into it a little bit to see if it actually is as good as it looks, but I think it does seem like it's going to be a good figure. First thing we're going to do though is give you a height measurement. So she stands just about 13.5 centimeters, and that makes her about 5¼ inches. So she's definitely smaller to be in scale with Batman and the gang. She has a lot of accessories. So the first thing is she has the standard loose grip, kind of relaxed hands accessories. And I'm shooting her on the white background, by the way. Since she's got a lot of black in her, she might disappear a little bit. So hopefully the yellow is easy enough to see. Looks like it is, but we're going to go for it. So we have the loose hands there, and we also have a bunch of other hands. So the first set is fist hands, punching hands. Should be good to have, good for posing. And then we have some kind of looser grip hands, like that. And then we have some other gripping hands, which are for more actual gripping. And then we have a Batarang gripping hand. And then we have a hand for her grapnel gun, which is a little weird. I'm a little curious as to why the gun itself is yellow, because we actually get the gun as an accessory and it's black, and I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be black. This comes off. If you wanted to use some rope to separate them and make it look like it's actually functional, you could do that. Just be super careful. So I don't know why she has a yellow one in there. It's a little strange. Maybe that's a thing from the show that I just don't remember. And then, lastly, for actual accessories, we get her Batarang, which is super duper tiny, but it looks pretty good. Now, in terms of other accessories, we get the display stage with her little line artwork, and the acrylic upright piece, which I doubt many people actually use, but it's there if you want it. And she gets those little brochures also. So definitely a good spread of accessories. I'm just a little confused by the yellow grapnel gun. In terms of paintwork on this figure, it looks really good. Sure, the belt could be a little bit cleaner looking, but the bat emblem is good. It's not embossed like on Batman, but it does look good, and her face paint does look really good. Also, they did a great job with the eyes, and they even put the little glossy spot on the lips, so I'm really happy with that. The only thing that looks not so great is some spots on the black have some marks on it, but it's not too bad. It does look good for the most part. The blue is nice and blue on the back. On the inside of the yellow is mostly pretty clean, so I think that's pretty good. As far as articulation goes, the hair is soft, but it's still going to pretty much limit the head. You're not going to get a whole lot out of that at all. The cape is nice and flexible, so that won't get in the way, but it really wouldn't get in the way anyway. The shoulders have really nice range. You can get them all the way out horizontally, full swivel of course. You can bring them all the way forward if you want to, because she doesn't have the giant pecs like Batman. Her bicep has the swivel built into the hinge, so you shouldn't have any trouble with that. Almost 90-degree bend, so that's pretty good. As far as the wrist, no swivel in the glove, but you do get it in the actual wrist, so that should be more than enough. I mean, you don't really need to rotate the glove around, so that's fine. And then you get the hinges in the hands also. She doesn't have a waist swivel, which is a little strange because she's got that little tiny waist where they could have easily just put a swivel in there. It does have a weird line on it, but I think that's from the packaging. So that's interesting. I'm not sure what happened with the waist swivel there. As far as the hips go, you can't bring them as far forward as I would have thought, but they do go probably forward enough for your standard posing. And you can bring the legs all the way out to the side, though it does look a little bit strange still the way that joint works. It's not horrible. Good range, just doesn't look that great. The knees are actually really nice design. They work better than Batman's, and they look better than Batman, so that's pretty good. Her boots do have a shin swivel in them, so for those of you that are fans of the shin swivel, you will not have to worry about that. You have it. Now her ankles, on the other hand, hopefully the yellow isn't too bright that you can actually see this. They don't have any real range forward and back, almost none at all. We do get the ankle rocker, so that's a good thing, but they don't go forward very far, just that much, and they don't go back at all. So it is a little bit limited. Maybe just because it's a small figure, I don't know. I figured they would have been able to do a little bit better than that, but it's still a really darn good figure, and definitely an addition to the collection that you should make if you're collecting these animated series Batman figures. I recommend it. It's not 100% perfect, but I do recommend it 100% because it's still pretty darn good and it looks really good too. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.